What a great honor to be here at HITEX25. I am welcoming each one of you. We will have a special panel today, and we have a special guest who has mastered the art. I'm Sherwan Mzuri, architect, and I will be moderating this panel. Our topic is personal branding, one of the fundamentals of the professional world this digital world has to offer. And we have invited someone who has mastered that art, architect Sherwan, who is not only an architect, but also a real estate broker, advisor, and hasn't only been operating in Iraq, but also in the UAE. So we could say he is quite successful and knows what he's doing. Besides that, he has been selling for over 30 millions in sales revenue. And on top of that, Sherwan has been awarded for the Kotler Awards this year. What a remarkable achievement.
Thank you very much.
Here to Sherwan, please applaud for him. And hopefully we will learn a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here too. Let's start with my first question. I really want to unlock.
Do you have good questions?
Yeah, I have good questions. I want to unlock what's behind this brand. I want to see your secrets on how you are so successful in using personal branding and identity.
I think it's very simple and very difficult in the same time. I think the secret is to have no secrets. I think the secret is just to be yourself, to do what you believe in, to do what you like, and to do what you think is right.
Yeah.
And every single day. Maintain it, keep doing it, make mistakes, learn from them, accept them, admit it, and then continue in the journey. There is no other secrets behind it.
What made you start saying, you know what, I'm going to put myself, my work, and my personality out there, and I want everyone to see it? What was that point? What decision did you make in that moment where you're like, you know what?
There was no start point.
No?
There should never be a start point. It has to be in your personality, because I believe everybody has a different persona. Everybody has a different personality. Everybody is created different.
True.
I always believe nobody is better than the other person.
That's
true. Why we should never imitate each other, you know? God has created everyone with a special talent. So in whatever we do, let's talk about real estate. Since I'm in real estate and I'm an architect, I think I just had a conversation with a gentleman outside. He asked me the same question.
Okay.
I was like, just be yourself. I asked him, what are you known of in the office or among your friends? He said, people tell me that you're serious. I said, create your brand based on seriousness. You know that you have a brand when people talk about you about one subject exactly.
Yes.
Like when they tell you, this guy, we know he is like that, you know? That's when you have a brand. And you don't have to pretend it. So for me, since I was a kid, I've always liked to wear suits, you know, I've always liked to communicate with people. I was very social always. So after having some failures in different fields, I realized that why I'm putting so much pressure on myself, why I'm trying to be somebody that I am not. Why would I do that? You know, life is too short to do that. So when the opportunity of real estate happened to me, I was like, yes.
Finally.
Finally, you know? When you work more than working hours, when you work more than 8 hours a day and you never get tired and you never hate it, that is the right thing.
That's the right track.
For example, when a client called me at 1 o'clock, I never say, oh, who's calling me? I was like, yes, money, client, service,
true.
You know? I love it, you know?
You love what you're doing.
So I think there is no secret, but that's the fact.
True.
Because it's not very difficult to have a secret, you know?
Yeah.
Be yourself, halas.
I think personal branding, if you use it correctly, it sets us all apart. It will be like, this person, this is so Sherwan. Sherwan would like this. Kajin would like this person would like this, because you share your personality and make it your brand. However, here we have the problem where people try to imitate, which at the end affects them more than it affects the person that gets imitated. I want you to advise the audience or someone who wants to start, they don't know what their strengths are. What would you advise them?
I always say this every time. I say it's important, it's necessary. We know what we are bad at before we know what we're good at. Once we accept ourselves for who we are, once you admit and you tell yourself, I'm not going to do this because first, I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Second, I don't like it. Third, I'm not going to waste my time on it. That is the start point that you mentioned.
That you mentioned
I would
earlier.
say that's the start point. For me personally, for example, even in real estate, I don't know so many things. Just
You learn.
Yesterday, I called a friend of mine. He's in real estate and he's very smart, you know. He's very wise in the market and he's very good with the numbers. I'm very bad with the numbers. I'm very bad with mathematics. 1 + 1, I have to double check with my calculator if it's right or not.
I
Believe
mean,
me,
at least you double
I
check
am
it.
that bad in mathematics. So even in real estate, when they tell me, if I buy this, what will be the capital appreciation? What will be the ROI in how many? I was like, hey, don't mess my mind with numbers. I don't know anything about numbers.
Yeah.
So I always ask someone who is good at numbers, and I tell them, come help me, and we share the benefit.
Of course.
But if I say, no, I'm good at this, I'm good at that,
Then
that
you're
will
going to fail.
eventually affect
Me.
on your work because errors will pop up and then it will be too late to realize. So always admit and accept and acknowledge what you are bad at first. I think that's the key.
That's very remarkable because that's the point where people try to struggle. Oh, I don't want to admit my flaws. I don't want
It's
to.
not easy.
Yeah, it's not
It's not easy, but once you do it, it's like you are freed from prison, your chains are broken, and you just can breathe more easily and you can have a better impact.
And you
on the
don't feel
community.
pressured as well.
And you don't have to lie.
Yeah.
It's so comforting. You know?
None of us is good at everything.
Yeah.
We all have our flaws. There's this other question that I really want to ask you. You do it so well to finding the balance between being authentic and creating a certain image for yourself. You have that image. While you're transparent with your audience, you never leave that image that you have. You share everything, but at the same time, you don't share everything.
I would say, unfortunately, in our community, back in the day, not now, we always had insecurity in so many ways. We had insecurity of being proud of being Kurds. We have insecurity of wearing Kurdish dresses. We have insecurity, like if we saw a foreigner or an expat, we always thought, oh, they're better than us, you know? They're Americans, they're European, they're Lebanese. That's, unfortunately, we grow up on that, let's say, theme. But eventually, I came to a conclusion. I was like, no, why? Why they're better than us?
They're not.
Why their language is richer than us? Why their music is better than us? Why their people are better? Why their dresses is better than us? And how did I realize that? After I started reading, after I started traveling, after I started getting to know people, and then I appreciated my authenticity more and more. I started to go back to my village more and more. I started to dress Kurdish more and more. I started to listen to Kurdish classic music more and more. And then I was so proud to talk about it whenever I travel. Every expat friend that I have, I make sure they learn something Kurdish.
That's amazing.
Without even asking them, I start talking Kurdish with them because I want them to know my culture. We are one of the oldest and richest nationality on the planet.
Definitely.
We have the oldest inhabited citadel in the planet.
Yeah.
You know, even in Kurdistan of Bashuri Kurdistan, we have more than 10 dialects. If I speak Badini fluently, maybe someone from Hamler will not understand it. Other languages are not like that.
Yeah, as I said to them, I was like, if we speak Kurdish, we will speak in our dialect, and
Yes.
a lot of them won't understand.
I-
That's how many we have.
Let me tell you something about music. I
Okay.
remember when I used to listen to Laux and Hayran, I was like, no, but this is for old people. Old people should
That
listen to this.
stereotype.
And it was not very valuable for me. Now, when I listen, for example, to someone like Shakiro, like Ainur, I'm like, oh my God, we have such a rich
Culture.
music, such a rich culture, you know?
We
Even I
do.
made a meme, I was like, if Tyler Swift sings this Lawak of Ainur, she will be hospitalized for 2 weeks, because nobody can do it,
Nobody
you know?
can do
So
it.
I'm very proud always to be open to the new world, to be open-minded, to be accepted, but in the same time, to keep my identity, to talk about it, to share it with other people, and to live with it, not just talk about it.
You honestly do it really well. Like I see you post in Italy, and then there's this Kurdish song in
I
the
just bought
background.
this.
Oh,
This is the
nice.
map of Kurdistan.
Is
Yes,
it-
it's been in my hand. Yes.
Oh, it's really nice.
So it's something you shouldn't pretend. It's something that you should actually love it.
And embrace.
Yes.
We definitely
Has to
should.
be inside you. You know. It
Yeah,
has
we
to-
should be proud of who we are, of our culture, of
Yeah.
our identity, and of our traditions.
Yes.
We should use it for our strength, not see it as a weakness. And this is a question I have. We have this traditional side that doesn't like, they're old-fashioned, so to say, and
I'm
they're
very old-fashioned too,
really
in a good way.
in a good way.
Yes.
I mean, most of us are.
Yes.
But that they don't like sharing too much on social media, let's say, being open.
There are two answers to that question. First, there are two types of people, as you know. There's like extroverts and introverts, and that's something you don't want to mess with, you know?
Yeah.
Like if someone is born introvert or introvert, someone is born extrovert or extrovert. So usually personal branding, usually the extroverts will be better at personal branding since they're more open
Yeah.
to the public. But even we have some extroverts and they're also public on social media, yet they have lost their identity. They have lost where they came from. They have lost their nationality. And I honestly, my apologies for saying this, I have no respect.
Yeah.
Because if you lose yourself, you would lose me easily. You would sell me out so easily.
Yeah, you
know?
cannot pretend to be someone you're not. You can for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then what will you do?
Exactly. We should be proud to be who we are whenever and wherever we are on this planet. And you should
Definitely.
be proud to talk about it. And I think once you do that, you will gain more respect even from people.
Definitely.
If you're shameful, if you're shy, if you're embarrassed by being who you are, an American person will not respect you.
No.
A European will not respect
No.
you, you know? But once you stick to your traditions, when you keep and value your identity, you will gain more respect everywhere. And I have
Definitely.
seen it.
Because you also speak up and stand up for yourself
Yes.
and your culture.
Yes.
Someone who turns from themselves, from their identity, nobody's gonna take them serious.
But it's also, I'm talking about it easily, but believe me,
hard.
being public on social media and being who you are, it's every day's job. It's every day's work. So many times my friend asks me, hey, what are you doing? I'm home, sitting on my couch. I tell them I'm working, and it's like 9 p.m. It's like, what are you working? I'm like, I'm working on my
Social media.
creating contents, because like sometimes when I read a book, I used to post the, take a screenshot of the page and post it without translating it.
Yeah.
Now I try to translate it to Kurdish and to Arabic, so the majority of the audience understand and gets the messages. And maybe only one story, sometimes it takes 45 minutes for me to prepare it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's hard.
And that's a lot of time.
But you're building a new skill of translating.
I mean, ChatGPT helped me a lot,
Oh,
to be
okay.
honest. Yeah, it does help me a lot, but I always try to put my human insight in it.
Of course.
Always.
Of course.
Always. But it helps, it saves a lot of time for me.
As it should, because
Yes.
you do so much
Because
at once.
I have another problem. With the personal branding, usually on social media, I told you we are a very rich nation when it comes to language. We have like Sorani, we have Badini, we have even Sorani, Sulaimani, Kirkuki, ila akhiri.
Duhuki.
Yeah, and then Kurdistan, geographically, we are a part of Iraq also in the same time. So I have a lot of audiences from Baghdad, from Basra, from
Oh,
Anbar,
yeah.
Arabs, yes. And then I have some other expat friends. So when I speak in Arabic, the Kurdish audience always blame me. When I speak in Kurdish, the Arabic audience blame me. That's why now I'm trying to make a balance.
You do.
It's taking much more time, much more effort.
Yeah.
But I'm trying together. So my apologies for whoever doesn't understand, but I always try to make it very, very clear.
Yeah.
Even sometimes, so we're talking about personal branding, so you know how to make a balance. Sometimes I put a very traditional Kurdish song, but the writing is in Arabic, and there is a background in English. So I'm trying to make everybody happy, you know?
Yeah, that's really
You don't
nice.
have to translate word by word. Give a hint, you know? Give a hint to everybody, because you have to give them what they want.
That's true.
You have to give the audience what they want, you know? And once you make a mistake, once you don't make them happy, they will be mad at you.
Definitely.
So it's every day's job.
So this leads me to the other question I had about criticism. A lot of people want to work on their personal branding, but because they're not confident enough, they struggle. They are like, what if I get negative feedback? And we all do. We get a lot of positive feedback, but at the same time, there are those nasty comments, mean messages. But you have to oversee it. But my question is, how do you
Sometimes
deal
we
with it?
deserve it.
Okay.
Sometimes we
Do you-
deserve it. Let me tell you this, especially in Kurdistan, like I tell everybody, media, and medias are here outside also, I hope they hear me. The winning point of media, because I read about it, they are trying to find a hint to give it to people, something that attract people's attention,
Definitely.
you know? So they will trick you into questions, you will answer, and they will take one part of the answers to have a bigger audience and to have more views. And that's where people comment negatively on you. So before they trick you, you have to trick them.
True.
You have to be very careful with the answers.
Definitely.
Very careful. And that's what I do every time when I answer something on media, on television. I try to think twice.
Diplomatic.
I try to think, what if they put what I just said on the mansion in a very big font, and then people just like to see something like that and then attack it with the
Definitely.
comment. So first, you shouldn't give them that. You shouldn't give media that, and you should not let people criticize you that much. But I'm not saying you will not get critics. Critics is a part of the process, okay? But you have to do your job, you have to do your end, and the rest, how to deal with the critics. That's also very important.
That's the problem with many.
I used to be very, how would you say that in English? راسا بكردية كده لما زود دفع دبون. دفع بون شو بإنجليزي؟
Triggered.
Huh?
You get triggered fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I triggered, yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to get triggered, you know, and then I would like write comments and everything, no, defending myself. I was like, I'm so tired, you know. And then eventually, once you gain more confidence, once you gain more knowledge, you're like, why would I have to explain myself to anybody?
You
Why?
don't. You don't,
You don't have to explain. Nobody is forcing you to explain yourself to them. God is not telling you if you don't explain yourself to them, you're going to burn in hell.
Definitely.
Government is not telling you if you don't explain yourself to them, we will put you in prison. No.
No.
It's a free world. It's a free speech. So how to deal with it? Usually, people will find anything to criticize you for two
Definitely.
reasons. First, to prove that they exist. Second, to make you notice them for these two reasons. How to answer them? Now, for example, so many people, especially on TikTok, because usually TikTok has an audience the audience of TikTok is very different from the audience of Instagram.
They're more criticism based.
Yeah, the audience of Instagram is very different from the audience of Snapchat. The audience of Snapchat is very different from the audience of Facebook, you know?
Definitely.
So once you post something, you have to think about where are you posting this. If I post something on TikTok, it has to be TikTok kind of vibe. For example, my mom, she has not studied in school or anything, you know, but she has TikTok because it's easy for her to explore.
look, yeah.
She doesn't need an account, you know?
Yeah.
But like Instagram, it's usually another academic level of people. Snapchat, it's another another type of people. So based on the platform, I answer. Okay? So on TikTok, usually, sometimes they attack me for no reason. I swear to God, you guys can go and check it. And I go to the comment and I was like, hey, brother, what's up?
What did I do?
What's wrong with you? Let me help you, you know? Did I do anything? It's not easy to say that.
Yeah,
because like most of the people would be like, why you are lowering yourself
to answer?
But no, actually, if you do that, you're going up. You're not going down, you know?
Definitely.
And believe me, so many people have deleted their comments after that. After they see my reaction that, hey, come, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's
what's
sort
the
it out.
problem?
Yeah.
Let's talk, you know? And I'm very cold-minded, you know, and I'm sitting and I'm like, hey, come, what's wrong? Come, let's talk. So after that, so many people delete their comments. So to be able to handle criticism, that requires skills.
It does.
That requires patience. And I am very impatient. But I have gained some recently. Reading calmed me down, you know, a lot, you know?
Okay.
Reading will make you treat people differently. Reading will make you accept criticism. Reading will make you to look at the small problem as if they don't exist at all. You know?
Yeah.
You know what's my biggest problem now?
What?
Like if we get old or if we die or if another nature come and hits our planet.
Those are your problems?
These are my problems now.
Okay.
Other problems, I don't see
They're
them as
minor.
problems. Other problems are fixable. You know?
Definitely.
Definitely. Why would I get offended by someone telling me, hey, you show off? Why would I get offended? I'll be like,
that's their opinion.
I'm trying not to, you know? I like to dress nicely and post pictures.
It's me. It's part of my personality.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing
If you
is
call
wrong.
me show off, call me show off. I will accept it. I'm not going to come after you, you know?
Definitely.
So actually you need very, very cold,
Answers.
cold answers, cold-blooded answers.
Yeah.
You need to be very calm, very patient. And eventually, criticals, they will get tired, they will understand you more, and then they will be on your team.
Definitely. If you tackle them down, each one by one, and
Yes.
talk to them, definitely they will. Because I think sometimes you have to answer to show them that they're very wrong, to show them, I am not your enemy. Why are you on your platform giving hate? It's okay, you're giving it to me, but don't give it to someone else because someone else might be less confident. Someone else might have depressions. You never know what someone is going through. And so it's very important to not let those comments get to you, but at the same time, you have to tackle them down.
You know which comment I answer? Comments and people who I truly know they have gotten me wrong.
Yeah,
So I try to give
the right impression.
the relationship, the partnership, another chance. Hey, you got this wrong. It is this way. I'm just telling you. But, there is always a but.
Yeah,
We say best.
fortunately.
Some people, no matter what you do, no matter how good you are in what you do, no matter how lovely personality you have, they will hate you no matter what.
Yeah,
So do not try to waste time with them
accept it.
at all. You know, whatever you do, they will try to find a blind spot and criticize you. I always say that. If someone likes you, he will never talk bad
Definitely not.
behind you or about you. But if somebody doesn't like you, no matter what you do on your social platform, he will talk bad about you. You know, I got another a comment in a couple last weeks. Somebody texted me in a comment. I will share the comment later without
Yeah,
mentioning
please.
names.
Yeah.
He was like, why do you post so much about reading? We know that you read. You don't have to brag so much about reading. I was like, I don't know how to answer to that.
You want to influence others also to read.
I really don't know how to answer to that critics. I'm like, I thought I'm doing something good. I thought. Now I have doubts.
No, it's good.
So I don't know, should I continue posting about
Definitely.
reading?
Because you make young people get the liking of books again. They want to get into reading again because you make it, you romanticize it so much. So I feel like when I see your stories personally, I'm like, why didn't I read today?
And the comments are on TikTok.
Oh,
like once I
okay.
posted my picture with the books, and I was like,
We get it, you
what the
read.
hell is wrong with this guy? Why is... I was like, ouch.
There will always be this
I get upset by some comments sometimes because, you know, I cannot hide it, my experience, but I'm like, why would you say
But
that?
you're human. I mean, at the end, we all get upset sometimes.
But you can never control people.
No, never.
That's why it's a free world, it's a free speech. Let people say whatever they want and be whoever you are. Just keep living, you know. Life is very short. We
Yeah,
don't have
life is
to-
short, not
be
to
very
hate.
tight about everything. You
Be
know?
nice to people, smile
Yes.
at people.
Yes. It's also tiring to smile every day, by the way. It's
No,
not
it's good.
easy.
It's good. You don't get wrinkles.
Not easy, yeah.
My other question is, let's say someone from your audience, whether here locally or abroad, if they want to start on their personal branding, what would you advise them to do as a starting point? What would your advice be? Do this, I made this mistake, go this path.
Don't be me.
Don't be me.
That's the only thing I can say. Don't look at me. Don't be me. I have a different story. I came from a different background. I have my struggles every day. Just don't be me. Just be yourself.
Definitely.
Everybody has a different story to tell, you know. Why would you imitate somebody? Go back to your childhood, go back to your family, go back to your origins, go back to your study background, go back to yourself first. Who are you?
Definitely.
Okay? Accept that self, accept that persona, then bring that persona outside of your body and let people see
I
it.
wanted to get one question from the audience, but we're running really late. So if we could do one question. Anyone, a question to Sherwan before we end this panel? This is your chance.
بصورة يا ماما.
Okay.
Okay.
Post that on Instagram today.
I will say something funny. I hope it's funny. Now it's okay. من بس صابوني حلب بكاردينا.
See,
بس صابوني حلب بس أو بودا مشاوم
see, this is again bringing Kurdish culture to life.
بس صابوني حلب كلمن دالش بوم داكن بو صابوني اللي مني داتا دم باتا حمام. So برينكاني هموي ما إلا سرمبلن بس باز دمو چای خونده. I swear I don't have any other skincare. بس پیراتین پیودی عندك.
We should have gotten one like
I
as
made
advertisement.
marketing for Sabuni Halab. They should give me a share. خلاص.
Yeah, we should have gotten one, but unfortunately, our time has ended. I hope you enjoyed the insights to Sherwan's personal branding.
Thank you very much,
We
dear.
really enjoyed it.
Thank you
It
very
was a great pleasure, and thank you so much for all of you
Thank
who
you very
came.
much.
Thank you so
very
much.
Thank you.